Protections of foreign domestic helpers. The case of Indonesian domestic helper Ariana Salish Yangish, who was abused, has aroused much controversy about the functions employment agency fulfilled. Foreign domestic helpers, especially those from Indonesia, take a very dim view of them. According to them, those agencies play an ignoble role. They exploit foreign domestic helpers. However, those agencies say they abide by the law and never fail in any way to take care of domestic helpers. Nevertheless, it is clear from what's become of Ariana that her agency was to her what the golden hoop is to the monkey king in pilgrimage to the West. It had such control over her that she did not dare to utter a word about the cruel treatment she has received. She eventually returned to Indonesia, bruised and wounded all over and half dead. Like other Indonesian domestic helpers, Ariana was heavily in debt as soon as she arrived here. She had to pay a government-appointed agency at least 16,000, which we understand was a training fee. Given the average income in the country, such a sum is a heavy burden to an Indonesian woman who has come here alone to work. That is why it is often heard that Indonesian domestic helpers rarely get their wage in the first 7 or 8 months they are in the SAR. Though it is said that the money is lent to a domestic helper by a specific bank in Indonesia before she sets out for Hong Kong, many an Indonesian domestic helper has said that as soon as she arrived here, a person working for her agency brought her to a finance company and had her sign an IOU there. When she fell into arrears, her agency would press her for repayment of the loan. It is hard for outsiders to find out what dealings Indonesian agencies, finance companies and Hong Kong agencies have with one another. Indonesian domestic helpers say their Indonesian and Hong Kong agencies exploit them, and because they are in debt, they must endure unfair and even cruel treatment in silence. Like Ariana, they do not dare to turn to the police. They and some concerned groups think their agencies, like vampires, make gains in property, regarding them as their mutual cows. Some Indonesian domestic helper and concerned groups members have pointed out that fewer than 250 companies have been licensed by the Indonesian Consulate General in Hong Kong to bring Indonesian domestic helpers here. However, there are in Hong Kong over 1,000 companies that can make arrangements for hiring Indonesian domestic helpers. Some are licensed agencies, work as sub-agents and solicit business on licensee behalf. This being the case, both Indonesian domestic helpers and citizens who hire them have to pay huge agency fee. This is proved with a considerate body of facts. Indonesian domestic helpers have to pay exorbitant agency fees. That is the chief reason why they often have to endure the employer cruel treatment. This is corroborated by the fact that Thai and Philippines domestic helpers who did not rely on agencies in their own country to find work here, and thus liable to grievous abuse. The government has said it will look at the possibility of tightening of foreign domestic helper agencies' license conditions so that they will be required to meet foreign domestic helpers regularly to find out how they get on at work. It has also said it will do more to educate foreign domestic helpers about how they can protect their interests when they are treated unfairly or even cruelly. That may be of help to Indonesian domestic helpers. However, the government should get to the root of the problem and urge the Indonesian authorities to change the way those Indonesian agencies operate.